think so. I don't think he's gonna blab to the Imperials about anything.
I hope not. Considering all the talks I've had with him before. But it's putting everyone in danger if we do.
I know. But at that point, the palisade will be built, so...
Maybe, yes.
I have my reservations. I'm working on it, but...
What do you think your father would say?
He'd say to trust him.
All right, then. Your reservations are kept in mind. I'll tell her to bring him out there.
Alright.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Does he know what happened underneath of Adwick? Has anyone told him?
I don't know the extent of what he knows.
Then I'll tell Venora to keep her mouth shut. Just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, your pipeweed.
I don't need pipe weed.
I wasn't kidding.
It's okay.
You sure?
Yes. Thank you, though. Like I said, it's a gateway drug.
I usually only give it to a plant back home, so
What
it's
the
not really
fuck
going
does
to
that
anyone
mean?
else. Have I not told you about the plants we have out there?
They smoke pipe weed?
Not really.
Those are some cool fucking plants.
They're, a memoriam to some people. A lot of them are.
Ah. Again. Okay.
One of them's Devon,
Ah.
who stayed behind when we escaped Adwick. He protected us, and he was a bit of a pipeweed addict.
Who else is there? If you don't mind me asking.
Lily? Sergeant Lily? It's a whole list. Forgive me, Risa is out there. Gregor. You know about Faye's husband.
Yeah.
Is it open?
No.
Oh, you should get that. I won't take up your time.
Next time you come out there, I'll show you the whole list.
Please, I'd like to visit one day.
Sure thing.
Thanks, El.
Maybe when your dad comes out.
Sure.
Okay.
Ah. Oh.
So, did you get your other lessons today? Or
No, not yet. Tizium's been very busy. That's okay. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not too worried.
right?
Is Miss Venora in?
She's having a talk with someone. Why?
Yeah, normally I smoke the plants, but this plant is smoking. That something. There's only like 3 DMs today, which means Bruns is like all over the place. He's doing more important things than having a horse lesson with Kyla, so that's so good. It probably won't happen today, is what I'm saying. Which is completely understandable. I'd rather him focus on, you know, like, plot stuff. Hey, Marcus.
Hey. You recovering alright?
Yeah, I've got this Imperial splint on, so I'm walking around at least.
Hey, did you ever hear what happened at the clinic?
I didn't. I left. I didn't want to be
I'm here
involved.
to fill you in.
Alright.
So, they had me to be questioned. Didn't give them much. Just asked Mr. Ziegler, obviously. But what they filled me in on, is that when they had him, our man, alive, in the 3rd floor of the clinic, Mr. Ziegler had decided to take his dagger and shove it straight through the guy's throat. And shove it across. Instantly kill him. Now, that's bad news. Because now they don't have a man that they needed to, well, process. And Volk is now in there, upending the place, top to bottom.
Ziegler has the missives. I handed them off to him.
He does.
Fuck. If he's going
He does have
rogue
the
and doing
missives.
his own fucking shit.
And now he's under, well, whatever Volk's doing. So, I got out of there before shit went red alert.
Smart.
And just in time, they were about to hold me.
Yeah.
Definitely. I
No.
got out of there.
Glad you got out.
But that means they have Ziegler
Yeah.
in the missives. Fuck, how did we fuck this? Like,
We
had
were
the man,
fine.
had
Yeah.
the-
Ziegler shouldn't have been there to begin with, in all honesty.
So what do we do with the man now? Like,
Fuck, we can't
he
do
just went and
anything with
did
him
his own
now.
thing. He... Fuck. Like, I had to wrestle the damn guy while he was stabbing me all the way back to town.
I
And
was
that's what he gets.
hesitant to hand him the fucking missives. I should have held on to them.
Maybe he could talk his way out of it. I don't fucking know.
There's nothing we can do right now. We'll have to deal with whatever fallout comes of it. But
Okay.
you
I
did
just
good.
wanted to let you know to disseminate to the rest.
Yeah.
Hi, good on you, bud. See, I can punch with the rest of them. I shouldn't have sent him in to do a distraction because he immediately drew sword at him. That was a bit weird.
Yeah, Yep,
But as soon as
We-
shit went bad, I managed to try.
we
So-
handled it. We did what
tried.
we needed to do.
And no one was alerted to us, so that's
We did our job. Everyone else did their job. It was sloppy, but we did what
I'd
we
say
needed.
it was a middling 5 out of 10. I think this is just run of the mill.
It happens.
We kind of got it. All right, man.
Thanks, Marcus.
Back to it. Of course, man. My steel should be done in a few days.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. Well, if you need me, just holler.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nobody here.
Dear diary, what the fuck? What do you want? Yeah, we're all good. So, today, my ankle was still bad from last night's activities. So I did not walk run this Morgan. I am once again reminded of how non-professional other people can be. Sometimes I feel like I need a dedicated team to work for me, but everyone, most of the people around me are stupid. I could tell this was going to go poorly from the start. I tried to help some people today, but again, it ended up to be kind of pointless. I am tired of being in positions where I can't help or there is nothing I can do. Powerless. The sky is blue again, and there are clouds. Kyler. Saying no to participating in bad plans. I didn't want to participate in that plan to begin with. Dear Diary, what the fuck? Yeah, alright. We'll put Dear Diary, what the fuck at the start of it. JK! Where's my editor? Dear diary, what the fuck? Well, I've done my writing for today. Oh my god. Dear diary, what the fuck? Kyla.
There's a
Well,
friend.
there's one of them.
Wrong shade of purple, though.
That's fucking rude.
What? Didn't say it was a bad shade. Just the wrong one that we were looking for.
No, I get it.
Oh, look at him.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
Have you seen what's in this
You're a
cup?
hot shade of purple. No. Wow. You got somewhere else you can put that if you want.
You what, mate?
Oop. What a fuck.
What a fuck.
What a fuck.
You two doing okay?
What's wrong with you? Little freak.
Oh, so much. Listen, trauma has fun.
What could possibly have traumatized you?
My home blowing up and losing my... Hey there, Sharik.
Hey.
If that thing breaks, you're gonna have to make a new one. You know that?
It went in the box.
Drop
It's
that
fine.
to some extent.
Did it?
Need to
I
eat
didn't see it. It
something.
kind of happened in the blink of an eye.
Right.
Traveling across the world.
When you shouldn't have blinked.
Yeah, you know,
Well, I
just fun
say
times.
that, but I've seen.
I suppose not.
Anyhow.
Where is he?
Right there. Yeah. We'll talk later.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Sharik. I'm going to be heading over to Castello for the day. I'll be back.
Come here, would
in the
you?
morning. Don't do
Thought you
anything
were
stupid
skipping
by
him
then.
No, certainly not.
Nothing
Willing
you
to
would
do some work?
do, right?
Depends on the work. My foot's
Oh,
kind
you're
of fucked. Oh, that kind of work. What the? Where the fuck did you
Oh,
get this
and do
from?
be careful. Orcs have been seen north of the town, north of
It
Costello.
was a gift.
Oh, good. I could use a workout.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Almost died there myself. Okay.
Ownership Cooper.
You'll
Where'd
notice
that thing
it's
come
knocked
from?
and kind of messed up. Looks like it was not really well cared for. Maybe a bandit's blade of some kind.
Yeah, I could repair this.
Just looking to get that, refurbished.
Wait, who is looking for Ziggler?
Whenever you can. No rush.
Not Horus.
Sure.
Thanks. Anyway, that's all I can do for you two.
Food, please.
I found the other purple one.
Yes.
Ah, Sharik. To re-answer your question, yes, you have seen me fight with a shield.
Oh. Poggers. Hey,
You know, during that whole rescue thing.
I thought I had. I just honestly could not remember. So I wanted to double check with you. I'm trying to train. Well, not like train, but I'm
Shield?
well, I'm getting used to the idea of like part of my training is that I need to get used to fighting someone that has a shield, and apparently part of that is using one myself so I can find its weaknesses, right? So I was hoping you and I could spar, I could get a shield, you could get a shield, we could like each other a bit, and then I could,
Sure, but not today.
No.
I have somewhere to go.
He's got a splint on his leg. No, not today.
Oh, what happened?
I took a
You
tumble.
never
You have
have
a
too
tumble
much
day?
training.
No.
Okay.
I'll seek you out tomorrow or something.
Alright.
Thanks, Harry.
I got about 4 other lessons to do that day.
I won't.
Oh, dang! Perfect person I wanted to see.
Uh-oh. Working on it. You had a worse day than I had.
Arguable.
So I have one of the keys. I don't know if you paid for them yet already.
How are you doing?
You see his leg is in a splint. Well, better than you. How's your back?
Perhaps, but it's all right. I've been a slave most of my life. This is like a walk in the park. Painful walk in the park, but
I saw
it won't keep me down.
Basil and the redhead walking around, so they're out of the keep. I don't know if you know that already.
I just talked with them in the bathhouse.
They're doing okay?
The owner, as well as you can imagine, with the gladiator that died in the bathhouse last night, that was put on them, apparently by the guards, and what I did last night did not do any better for their estate.
No, I bet.
Truthfully, I could have no immediate intentions of dying, so between you and me, even if they put me to the rope, I don't think I would have wanted to get that far. I think I would have been out of there before they could have sniffed me. But I heard other news, so I went with it. Besides, I can't die while I still owe your mentor a debt. So I can't die until that debt's paid.
Good.
Give him my regards and tell him he still needs to have that drink with me.
Sure.
Like I've always told him. I know it's not even remotely possible with everyone yanking him harder than a noose around someone's
I've
neck.
seen him for about 10 minutes today, and then he vanished again. He's very busy today.
Yeah, I've been trying to talk to him for a week and a half.
Me and Miss Pelican, you know, the other business. Oh, Shriek.
I heard you've been
Do you
talking
want to sharpen?
shit
Do you want me to sharpen? About what?
about everything. Now you're gonna die. Get him, Clifford.
Oh no!
It's about time.
So is that Gerbon's old blade?
Yep. Looks like shit.
Didn't know the man had one.
It
I
looks.
could tell
So
just
everything
by
went
looking at it from
smoothly,
this
right?
distance.
There was no hiccups or anything like that?
I did my job fine.
Good.
Yes. Everything that we needed to do, we did. It's just fucking working with amateurs here, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Sif,
Is Ziegler okay?
Yes.
you're up. Hello.
That is me.
How you feeling?
Oh, shit.
Like absolute shit.
I'm sorry. You look great.
What's new though, right?
Oh,
Thanks.
you look, you feel like shit here. Maybe, you want this flower I found? Or somebody gave me? Maybe it'll make you feel better.
Plenty, thank you.
Just take it, please. I don't want to carry it anymore.
I'll have a flower.
Wow.
Well, she hasn't
There you
now.
go.
You gotta wrestle her for it. No, you have to wrestle her for it.
Alright, we'll get the baby oil.
It's my flower to give since you...
Yeah,
Alright.
Okay.
That's kind of fucked up.
Sorry, I just wanted to see her destroy you.
Universal way.
What the fuck?
It could have been worse.
Fair enough.
I mean, the guards were trying to, convince me that if if they hit me enough more times, then I'd look like a
He
giraffe.
tucks a flower into your shirt. Problem solved.
Stab him.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
First of all, what the fuck? Second of all,
because I was fucking with them in the first place. So
can we talk?
They didn't
Later
do that shit
now,
to me. Probably 'cause
whenever-
they
We can
know
talk
I
now.
will stab them.
It's been pretty
Yeah,
good
probably.
with what's going on at least with Pelican. It's been
It's mine now.
busy.
Forever.
Yeah, it was
gone.
it was
It's gone.
Morgul's, then Morgul gave it to Sif, then Sif gave it to me, and now it's
Doing a
yours.
lot of work in the ocean. Haven't been really able to do
Aw.
much.
Gone around.
Pelican though, and the word around the dock is
My favorite kind.
there's this one
A
mercenary
used flower.
looking for a crew.
In here or up on the roof? What are you thinking?
It doesn't fucking matter. They're gonna come in anyway.
What's on your mind?
Well, we just haven't spoken since I cut your father up in front of you, so...
Yeah.
Wanted to maybe explore that, or not at all, and pretend like it never happened, because it never will again. I hope.
It was a frustrating situation to be a part of, in general.
You're allowed to be angry with me. I hope you know that.
What about that? About that? You did what you had to do.
I don't know if you all will be capable enough to help me handle it.
I figured as much.
But I'm glad you don't seem to resent me for it.
You were put in a bad position. That's not your fault.
I should have known better. Should have said something. I didn't even... Do you remember what she said?
You said a lot of things.
Were you present when she explained why they're here?
You might have to remind me. It feels like so long ago.
It's alright. It was a horrible experience. I don't expect you to remember anything. But, the Drow plan to leave the Underdark and, prepare the surface.
So these are scouting parties, essentially. Preparation parties.
Some type. You can say that. She is particularly problematic. She is the lady of a house, if you would, except that lady is seen as a lord, because there are no lords.
Sure, head of a house.
The men we saw with her could have been a small bit of them, all of them. She could have hundreds. I just don't know how to convey this information to everyone else, especially Vesrin. I feel...
A knock at the back door.
Like I said, they always come in.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I could have gotten it, you limping fool.
It's not your house.
On the ground, a note says Sarah.
What, 3 days ago? 4 days? I've been working this 4 days.
It's for you. Tosses a note in your lap.
On the front, it says Sarah. Come to where I found you, frying like a dead fish in the sun, alone. Don't make me wait.
Speak of the devil and she will come knocking. I've got to go. I know it's poor timing, but I want to talk to you more.
Okay.
Thanks for not hating me.
Go handle your stuff.
Yeah. I kicked the good one, by the way.
My left is the bad one.
Fuck! I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you. Fucking asshole. Good job, Sarah.
Master Dawe.
How's your leg?
It's okay. These splints are impressive. Doesn't even hinder my movement, just fucking aches.
I don't know what kind of shit show you had to deal with in your end, and I'm sorry you got injured.
That's fine. Could have been a lot worse. You guys seemed to do okay up until Ziegler showed up, apparently.
Don't remind me. It took me a while to simmer down from that. That has thoroughly pissed me off. I still don't know what happened.
Oh, wow.
Oh, perfect. Does he? Can I speak with you real quick? Upstairs, perhaps?
I'll never leave this house.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry. I still need to speak to you because I can't speak to him.
I assume this is important.
Yes.
I'm not going anywhere.
Doing a job with Bourbon, you know.
I have about 3 days worth of information to impart, and not a lot of time to impart it, so.
Actually, never explained that to me, but alright.
Let's see. Let's start with something simple like, yesterday, brother informed me that a dignitary from Vernfolder is showing up here.
Okay.
If that doesn't sound concerning, it should.
Mm-hmm.
They are making a... If my brother is to believe, he believed, if they are sending a dignitary here, it is because the elves are here.
Well, we already know the elves are here, right?
It could be anything.
Yes, I don't know what the intent is behind the ambassador, but they are sending one here.
Hmm. Do we know the intent?
Why are you telling me? I'm not coming.
I literally only found out about this yesterday.
I see.
Sorry, you're my captain. I'm supposed to tell you if I'm gonna go off and do stupid shit, right? So I'm gonna go off. I'm going to.
Next on the agenda.
You're going to go do stupid shit, is what I got from you.
Yes.
Don't die doing said stupid shit.
You need to speak with Zoma.
Aye, Captain. I'll
Badly.
be back real fast, I'm sure.
It's about him seeing things.
Well, I mean, you saw a case with the bruise on the back of his head. Yeah, alright.
He saw something, and the way it was described to me was thoroughly horrific.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to him today, but he's preoccupied.
Come on. Give me props for trying.
Bye, Torty.
Bye.
Fucking bitch.
Bye. Long story short, I'm not going to rope you into this. Don't worry. I'm talking to your brother and your son instead.
Fuck it, I didn't even know that.
I'm sorry, my brain has been fried. I've dealt with a lot today.
I've heard. There's a lot going on. Everyone did what they were supposed to do. Except one person.
Yeah. And that one person has the
showed up. Gradia and Ziegler were both there.
What did Gradia do? I told her to be there, to make sure Sanders did nothing stupid.
Make sure Sanders did nothing stupid? I don't know.
Gradia was at the
Boy
vineyard.
has taken Vezeran before and wanted to torture him because he thought he was the one who did something. Again?
Gradia was at the vineyard, if I'm not mistaken, right? Is that what you're referring to?
Not with us. And everybody thought she was with us.
I have no idea.
People follow fucking instructions.
I know.
We'll deal with
Gradia tried to make herself off as the brother of Ziegler, who we attempted to rectify by the fact he went into the side door, which we averted and went through the front. We managed to convince the lass that Ziegler was at least part with us, but then Ziegler fucked off somewhere, no one knows what happened. Next thing we know, as we're about to leave after everything was smoothed over, apparently They saw Ladia, they saw Ziegler, and they saw someone carrying someone out with a bag over their head.
All I know is people said that there was... whoever this head of security is, apparently a Silver Knight, went in there and exploded. And I don't know what's going to come then.
No idea. We still haven't heard anything from the guards aspect.
Maybe we'll be lucky and they want to cover it up.
As I was saying, Soma came to me and confided in me about his dream. Now, I don't know the man as much as you. However, considering these dreams have had physical consequences, I sat him down and I chatted with him. He claimed to have seen the body of the hive mind. The body of the hive mind. Apparently, from what he told me, it was a mound of flesh of all of the races.
God.
With mouths that speak in chorus. And it was commanding legions of these shroom things and telling them to march. What it also was imparted to me was that some of your friends were amongst the ranks, including those that you burned. Apparently there were people that were burned after the fact, and they were amongst the ranks.
Yeah.
Something to be aware of. Whenever you can, let Shireen know that the shrooms are... It's getting worse. Whatever it is that's happening, I have no idea. This is Soma's territory, not mine. Next on the agenda comes the orc problem. With things being as they are, Lady Sif has dropped it upon myself for me to gather the people necessary for our endeavours to attack and deal with these orcs.
Mm-hmm.
To handle them. My thoughts when I spoke with my brother on it were that we should do everything in our power to use this to our benefit. I remember how your father wanted to get in good and get in a position of power.
Mm.
If he is seen to be the leader of these orc retaliations, if we paint these things as being part of his attempts to remove the problem, make him seem like the one in charge, it'll help him gain more standing amongst the people. The mercenaries, the nobles will not be able to look away from his accomplishments, especially given that the elf believes that the mines that we all seek are soon to come under attack by one of the 4 generals. We can't let them have that mine, lad. The moment the Gropi get their hands on it, it'll become a nest of goblins, and we'll never get them out.
Right.
And that's only one of the 4. We have the one in the Sabine Forest, the one that I'm hoping to get word of the Sardillos in their caravans so that we know when one is coming so that we can save the caravan.
Mm-hmm.
Once we save the caravan and take it to the Sardillo camp, we want to get in good with the Sardillos, have them remain there to continue to settle the debt, to keep fighting the orcs so that we have a wall between us and them so that we can continue doing what we need to do here. The elves are already dealing with the ones next to, what's it called? Sereno, down there.
Mm-hmm.
We chose to make sure that the elves chose that one because it's closest to the border and it makes the most sense. The orcs won't have any reason to think it a foul play. Still leaves the one closest to the woods up north of the inn.
Cross keys, yeah.
And if you remember, if you recall, something you should bear in mind, when we were up there in those woods, there was a structure there that we didn't see before. Not on any map, not in any form, hidden within those
I
woods.
believe that's the robber baron's hideout, according to what Vezra was saying.
It's possible.
Yeah.
The orcs intend to invade the forest ahead of that, as we've seen. We saw it ourselves when we went after those mercenaries. They're already in the forest. They're going to start cutting it down so that they can continue their expanse. That one is probably going to be the last one we have to deal with outside of the one with the mine. Because the one with the mine, we don't even know if it's true or not.
Hmm.
It's not on the parchment.
You're right. Though it does make sense.
Everything is just piling up piece by piece by piece as the longer times goes by. And we don't have enough time to just sit on our laurels and let this happen. The longer we wait, the more materials the orcs build. The more materials the orcs build, the closer they are to finishing their forge.
Right.
I intend to talk with the alchemist to see if we can't find some way of rendering the forge useless from the inside. Because otherwise it would take far too long to simply have time break it.
They had talks of some sort of fire they were going to use. Maybe we could get them to make some pots of that.
I asked him if he could help me try and make something equivalent to dragon's fire. Special powder that we dwarves use in blast furnaces. Something very powerful when it comes to heat levels. Helps us melt down dwarven steel if you've ever seen it, without damaging the forge. Forges have to be made in such a way that they can contain the heat, which is not easy.
Interesting.
It's a very useful substance and not one that I'm willing to part with for any other reason than to stop these Krobi.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason that the Krobi are becoming more of an issue is because I've spotted something because of what my brother informed me of. Told you before. The war is in a stalemate. These forces are from Agmadrod, more than likely under the command of these orcs.
Mm-hmm.
The war chief of Agmadrod. A true king, I guess you could call it, of the orcs. They've been sent here to plunder resources for their war, to expand their numbers, to raid the shores, gather themselves a port, and continue raiding along the shores for more materials to then bring back to Agmadrod in an attempt to break the stalemate. That's my thoughts as a tactician. And it makes sense for them to send a war chief, a war boss, down here to ensure that it happens. Which means this is still a part of the Dawi war. Something I can't ignore.
Maybe you could catch this dignitary that's coming by. Inform them of it.
That's the idea. I was not aware that they were even arriving. I had no notice. Nothing had been sent to me until my brother informed me himself. Apparently the dignitary is set to arrive sometime soon. Though this purpose I do not know. Things are moving, and the pieces on the map are turning.
You can say that again.
A Capitano is becoming a thorn,
Yeah,
trying to use a public execution as a message to his rivals to put them back in their place.
we're close to handling the Capitano. At least then that'll be one thing we can cross off.
Good. And you've got the robber baron,
Mm-hmm.
who is choking this land of all of its resources, not to mention the Sardillos that are attempting to rebuild their fortress, which is also draining the supplies from this area, which are then also being attacked by the orcs on their way to try and gather supplies. I'm always convinced that this whole scheme of the orcs has been some form of vast plan. They sundered through the northern fortress, a fortress that's held for years. They broke it down, but they didn't claim it, they went past it. They left it in rubble so that the Sardillos would rebuild it while they moved forces behind their lines to set up camp. They've raided the supply camps to the Sardillo camp as well as the roads. And the more supplies that they acquire, the more raids happen, because the more supplies get sent out. And now we're getting the raids on the roads closest to the towns. The roads that have the trade and income coming into town, which have started to dry up because the roads are now getting too dangerous. Soon enough there will be no imports at all, simply because no one will be willing to take the route. Essentially, these orcs are starving not only the Sardillos of the north, so that they can allow more forces to come in, but Nautis to the south, a port city which they can then take because it has no walls, it has no proper standing army that can sustain against an orc invasion.
Yeah.
When you look at it from a strategic standpoint, it makes too much sense.
Yeah.
And that is what makes me afraid. That this war boss is more cunning than people believe. He has to go. Along with his forge, along with his plans, his generals, they all must go if this province is to survive by any means.
One of many fires that we have to put out.
My fear is that their goal, while making a war camp in the centre of the province to raid the lands for all the food and metal resources they can find, is to gather enough resources to assault the city, take it, create a raiding port from which they can create their ramshackle craft and raid up and down the coastline and beyond, gathering resources not only from Gradia, but outside of it. The Dawi have them in a stalemate in the mountains, but that won't last if these greenskins are able to gather resources beyond what the Dawi can sustain. If their numbers explode too far and too fast, even we won't be able to stop them. And once our kingdoms fall, no one will stop them. It'll be a tide unlike any before. And that's not easy for me as a Dawi to admit. But the war, from what I have been told, is getting bad. This is all things I wanted your father to know, so I would ask that you can, when you can, impart it to him as piece by piece if need be.
I'll do what I can.
I need to work upon his armor and get it ready.
Yep. I'm gonna get some rest, I think. My leg is killing me.
I am the same. I need to get myself some rest. Thank you for allowing this old Dowie to talk your ear off, but as you can see, I've been waiting for about 3 days for this information that I had to get along.
Sure. No, it's fine. It was my pleasure. I'll
Have a good night.
See you tomorrow.